Right, hello, we're back. Back at Sanctuary and back with a video. Sorry about all the lateness. It's been one of those weeks. Started a new freelance contract. Really stressed me out. Didn't have the energy to do anything. And then proceeded to leave it today, because though the people there were lovely, it wasn't really me. Anywho, so basically in this video we're going to be making a hospital type thing. I mean, more of a dirty little wasteland chem lab thing with a really dodgy looking murdery element, I imagine. But still, it looks cool, and it's all metal. Couple of questions, or, well, a couple of comments while we're doing the boring part. Apparently you're all shocked by the fact I'm 28. Really? I'm Harry Potter ripoff, remember? And he's about 28, 27. We're actually the same. We actually sound really similar. Yeah, no, 28. Live in London, in case you're wondering. I love sounding, and I look young as well. If you got my Twitter and my Instagram at the top, I am rather baby-faced. Though if you got my Twitter, you can see my Twitter pic, you'll notice that I'm actually baby-faced with very thick grey stubble. I love it. I'm a weird-looking creature. So yeah, basically, I wanted to show you this part again. Except the reason being is because obviously we're going to be, in the next couple of videos, be building up all of the sanctuary houses, just because I want to get them out the way. Not like I don't like them, it's just that the sanctuary looks really empty unless they're built up, and it's almost affecting my vision for the rest of the settlement. But I'll try to be quite creative with each one. This one, maybe, I think it's still creative, but it's not as creative as I want to be. This one's just a metal house, basically. Or a metal shack on top. It looks quite cool, though. So, I want to kind of do all these. So for the next couple of videos, it will be these houses, but I'll try and make the other ones a bit more adventurous and exciting. Oh, also another thing as well, people are commenting my voice being a bit cracky. Basically, for those who don't know and don't follow my Twitter, I've been chain smoking for like 6 years, since 2010, and I've been clean for about a month. It was 28 days today, I think, and basically my lungs are evacuating everything. It's all very, it's not actually gross, to be honest, nothing's messy's happened yet, but it means that my throat is constantly just hacking all the time, which is why you get the croakiness, basically, because my lungs are all grim. Anywho, enough of those sexy talking, shall we, or you'll get a little bit distracted and won't be able to focus on the building. So basically, this technique here, I'm going to do something in a sec. Now, I can't remember if I learned this from Draco Invictus or someone else. So if it's someone else, sorry. If it's Vic, well, high five, buddy. So basically, you can't put the wall ends, these ones here, on the metal bits. Or the metal equivalent. I don't know what they're called. The metal walls with the bendy bits. 1 second. No, not that. Those ones, right? You can't clip them on, but what you can do is put these shack wall and roofs down, put the wall ends on, and then put the metal ones in. And there, with the exception of a little bit of a gap, which I think is acceptable, you can actually cover them up, which is really cool. I completely forgot. I don't know, was it Vic? Vic, was it you? I think it was Vic. But anyway, yeah, it looks pretty grand, and I want to do that whole theme. Also, with the front, I do, for some probably just not paying attention reason, put a wooden door down. Look at him, look at him. Look at this fucking rookie. Look at you, you twat. Anyway, so I put the wooden door down. Don't worry, put a metal one in later. I just forgot the metal one existed for a second. Also, you may notice I'm building the house here. The reason being is I was curious whether I could rug glitch the entire finished building in. You totally can. I don't do everything, but I do like the main structure. I don't do the roof as well yet, but I was just really curious. I got into it and I was like, I wonder if you can. You totally can. It works. It's grand. And also, you see where I'm doing, because obviously it's, you know, the same kind of Davy structure where I like to have the wall, the shack wall ends there. I do remove the front ones because I found it made the building look a little bit too of a weird little T shape. It was a bit too far out in the front, but we do that towards the end. So I was popping in. I was really worried when I was doing this. I'm like, please work. Don't be a dick. So yeah, we're just kind of popping these bits in here. These metal ones are actually a pain in the ass, because you see that I can't actually put them on as a corner. I can put them there, it's fine. What you need to do, and I'll do it in a second, is you've got that corrugated steel one there. You need to put that one on first, and then you can put the metal wall on the opposite, I guess, corner. I don't know why it is. Maybe, I think it might be something to do with the thickness of the walls. It means that they can't actually clip in properly. That's possibly more likely 100% it, but they're not that much thicker, see, but it works fine, and the corrugated steel works okay, and blending the corrugated steel with the actual metal structure tab looks quite nice, and I might start trying to do a little bit more. So yeah, it looks pretty grand. We're just doing the ceiling and bits now. You've seen this before. Prefabs, all that jazz. Yes. I'm pretty content with this, to be honest. Oh, sorry for a bit. I do feel really bad, by the way, about not uploading a video for... This will be effectively 4 days. And it was literally just because of the work. I also... Because basically, I work in the conference industry, basically, and I started... Well, no, I work in publishing, but I was working on a conference. And I hadn't done that for a few years, and I remembered the reason why I'd left it, because it's... The people there are amazing, the event's really cool, but it's going to not do so well, because other reasons. And it was just completely stressing me out. And I just got back from work, and I was like, ugh. And then, yesterday... one of the people I was working with gave me a ticket to go to this VR event in London with, like, zombies and shit. Some of you may have heard of it. And it was cool, except it went on a bit longer than I thought. And by the time I got back, it was, like, 8, 9 p.m. And as you all know, I have a shit computer right now, so I can't render. And I was getting to about 11, and I was like, you know what, fuck this. I'll do the video tomorrow. Anywho, wait. Oh, shit. It actually works. I was so shocked. I was expecting to have to record the whole start again. You see the way it's way too far out of the front. So we do take that front bit off, but later. So right, now we're going to do this one, and I won't do it for the... Unless you want me to, let me know in the comments, but because I always like to kind of, after a patch, show if something works, I'm actually going to be reinforcing and blocking up all of the windows again and showing you it. I know I do repeat myself a lot in terms of, you know, do you want me to show you everything? But I assume you do, and fuck it. I can just banter and ramble about bollocks while we're doing the same shit over again. So basically, it occurs to me, right, and I was thinking about this, because when people were shocked, because the whole people shocked about me being 28 thing, I just thought everyone knew. I was like, oh, really? Really? Serious? Anyway, so basically, for you curious, I'm 28 years old, 29 in July, yeah? Live in London, East London, kind of Shoreditch area. I'm in there a lot, and Camden, so if you're ever in there, around the area, and you see this 5'5" guy with glasses, spiky hair, and sounds like Harry Potter, that's me. What else? Got a Half-Life tattoo on my arm, got the Half-Life logo on my forearm. Look at my Twitter, it's one of my pictures I posted recently, mainly because I was getting a few of you guys to help me decide a tattoo, which is going to be the Hancock perk. Also, that metal looks really cool, by the way, but I'm just doing the same shit over again, so I want to entertain you with stories about me. So yes, what else? Kind of punk rocky looking, I guess, or 90s throwback, whatever way you want to look at it. I've got my ears stretched to 12mm, and I've got my tongue pierced. So there's that, and that's about the most exciting things. Oh, and also I run a YouTube channel. You may have watched one. Fucking hilarious, David. Fucking hilarious. So yeah, that's that. When I do my Twitch thing, I'm getting a new computer next month, and then when I get my new camera, after that, I'll be twitching and you can see my glorious face, because it is nice. I am a pretty little thing. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. As I said, I want to show the inside. Now, I don't decorate this part of the building. I decorate the upstairs and the tour. The reason being is I want this to be a serial killer house. But I need to farm shit tons of bone, and I don't have much bone. So what I'm going to do is in one of the upcoming videos, I will just add a tour to this at the end of a Let's Build as well. Just note, I'll probably just even tell you, I will tell you what's happening. So I'm going to do a tour of this after that, so you can see the inside, because I think it'll look really cool. I had the kind of serial killer doctor idea, so I might even... I was going to make it Jun. I don't think I'll make it Jun now, because I can't assign him to a shop. It'll be one of the doctors, basically. Will also be a murdering serial killer. Yes, I know this part is boring, but you did say you wanted to see everything, and I have sped it up. So we're popping that one in. Do I get this one in first time? It's very, someone tweeted me this, well, sent me a message on Twitter the other day, because they were having trouble with this. When you reinforce these windows, you really do have to do it from the inside. You could try and do it from the outside, but the thing is, you may notice, you have to have the rug quite close. And from the outside, with just the shape of the walls, because obviously there are the little, not skirting boards, but there are bits, the walls are misshapen, basically, so you can't actually get the rug close enough to actually comfortably place it inside the wall, and it just looks a bit weird, so you have to do it from the inside. Now, in this part here, I actually did want to... Where that computer was, I think I've already scrapped it now, because I basically spent about 15 minutes and recorded it as well, me attempting to put this metal wall on there with the computer still there. I ended up giving up, and I wasn't going to extend the video by, you know, well, it would have been 7 minutes if I sped it up. So basically, you can't. I mean, you could. I don't know. I gave up. I got bored. Really. Having fun there, Davey. This one's a little bit weird because you have to get it, because it's kind of, basically, because of the length of the wall, you really want to use the small shack wall instead of the long metal wall. I kept trying to use a double metal wall. Don't do that because it'll end up sticking out the side, which is the... Seriously, I spent 15, 20 minutes trying to do that, and I just gave up. The metal is agreeing with me as well. I'm going to try and... Inside, I'm going to try and decorate this one a bit more interestingly. I want a few more labby stuff. This is why I kind of can't wait until mods come. Like, is it Petard? Is it Petard? Petard. He does some really cool, because he uses mods. He uses lots of the Institute stuff, which I really like. And I'd love to be able to use some of that on the inside of these buildings as well. Kind of give it a more labby vibe. But maybe not as clean as the Institute, I guess. But it's still... There we go. This is, I think, the last one now. So we're done. We're doing all exciting shit now. Grand. There we go. I wanted to show that again. You know, it's just helpful post-patch, because obviously you don't see all the comments that I get, but I do get a lot of people, especially on that video. Also, I'm testing to see if the door works. Doesn't work at all, so you can't glitch the door in. Clip the door in, rather, with the new ones, which is it's a bloody shame. But yeah, no, like I get constant questions about whether they work or not as well. Okay, so basically, I do the door afterwards. I was thinking of doing the door, but I forgot how I do it, because in this one I'm not actually putting the normal door. That I'm going to use the technique of actually using the rug glitch to actually move the door in, but it's not actually the rug glitch. I believe, an ashtray, but I wanted to do this top part first because I wanted to get the whole house done. So same little stairs situation. I've still got that bloody wooden door up there. I do get rid of it, don't worry. So this one maybe isn't as, I guess, maybe potentially even very creatively impressive. Because it's, I mean, it's creative impressive, but it's not really a break from the norm with what I built. But it's a different material, I guess. With each one, I want to try something different. And this one was, okay, I'm just going to make a metal structure. I might try mix and match more metal and wood as well. But we'll see. But this one's a pretty basic metal structure to see what I can do with it. It looks really cool, though. I'm quite pleased with the end result. I'm just putting the top floor on here. I might go back and make it taller, actually. I will show you that if I do. It's kind of umming and ahhing with this one. With the later ones, because I'm going to do all of them, so I'll get them out of the way. Basically, there are two things that are going to make Sanctuary really, really tedious, which is, one, doing all of these houses, especially the inside. Oh, level 71, ding. I put a point in strength, just for the record, because I want to start beating people up with my baseball bat. Yeah, the things that are going to be tedious are basically doing the insides of all of these houses, because it is a pain in the knob, but also, obviously, the infamous fence. But once we've got those two done, and I might just man up, and, well, not man up, but tedious up, and actually just try and get them all out of the way now, just because that way Sanctuary looks complete, you know. So you might get the fence video this weekend, maybe. Maybe. I'm also going to make a little guide. I don't have guides for farming all the materials, but one of them I do have is for aluminium. It's a really short video. I might just make a little kind of similar to the wood one, basically. I mean, I'll tell you how to do it now. It's Makara fish packing plant. You just go there. Especially if you're on good terms with the Institute, it's a pretty easy farm. But I'll make a video on it just so that way if anyone searches it, because I'm getting 100 or so noob subscribers each day, and I don't expect you all to watch my video completely. Oh, also, you'll see it in the tour, because for some reason I must have more bones. One of the raider poles is fucking awesome. I didn't think so. I must have not sorted the materials for it. One of them is literally like a skull, and see me scroll by it, you'll see it in the tour. It's like a skull lantern, and it's grand. I like it. I was just going through, because while I was decorating, I realised, right, this is going to be serial killer house. This is going to be sweet as fuck. And I realised that one of them is this funky little, because I was losing the raider stuff, so yeah. And one of them is this little funky little sign skull on a. It looks cool. You'll see it. Looks grand. It'll be next to the front door. But yes. Also, for what I'm doing right now, I always put this out, but like it's hold X, and I'm using the arrow, the left bumper to actually move that. But you always move a few inches and forward. It takes the game a while to register you're doing it. So I always fall off. So initially I was thinking, because I take that front bit off because I just don't like the way it sticks out so much. Not for the sake of how it sticks out, but with the contrast of the front bit with that side bit, it just looks way too exaggerated. But incidentally, this is a really good way of wiring her up, is you can actually go underneath the stairs. I eventually don't do that, obviously, but it looks pretty decent, I think. The reason why I take them off as well is I'm going to do the little light box crosses, which is going to look all sexy. See, it's actually quite a satisfying looking structure, but it's not as creative, I guess. I don't know. I mean, let me know what you think of it. I like it. Now I realise what I'm doing. But yeah, I like it, but it's maybe not as great. I'm going to try and push myself for the next few, I think. I was being maybe a little bit conservative with this one. I mean, I show you a cool technique. Now, this, Mad Queen Show does this in her videos, or at least, I don't know how she does it, and I can't remember seeing anywhere where she tells you how to do it, and I tried to look, but I gave up. So this is because she has, little, hospital crosses outside of, all of her buildings, all of her, medical areas. I wanted to do that, however, I didn't know how she did it. This is how I do it, and it worked really well. If this is how she does it, congratulations, Mad Queen Show, but for me, this is how I figured it out. So basically, I used a board, made it so they're floating like that. Now, I can't clip the walls in, but what I can do is use the rug glitch to actually move a metal structure, metal wall in, and it works perfectly. I do it twice. The reason being is I realised, because initially what I was going to do is I do it like this, so I move it in like this. So even, maybe not as a creative structure, however, I do try to do something cool. I move it like that, so it's kind of right in, and you can just see, and you can wire them up perfectly, right? The problem is those walls are actually floating a little bit, and the reason I did that is because I thought the wires would get in the way. It doesn't. So I realised that with this one, as I move it in, realise it's floating way too much, wire it up, and realise the wires don't get in the way, so I just take both walls off and then do it again. I don't do the light boxes. This also means, by the way, I have to put 2 generators upstairs, because I need, 10 power just to do these. They really need to nerf that. It's ridiculous that one little light box takes, that's 10 power. That's, 5 turrets worth of lights there? God, I didn't realise I've recorded so much of this bloody twattery. Anyway, let's do it again, shall we? I thought I should have really chopped that part down, but oh well. It's all fine. It's all exciting. This turned out really well. And little things like this do kind of make it. See here, I'm like realising that I can actually move it as close back as I want. So what I do is I get rid of those. And I have an experiment, because basically I'm going to obviously wire these up. Oh, this is the first instance, by the way, that I actually started running out of copper. So I'm over a massive questing phase where I literally had hundreds of copper. And I actually start running out, so I have to keep, during decoration I had to run back twice. So there we go. So now it's all wired up. And then I'm going to use the rug. I won't show it because you've seen it before, but using the rug glitch to move a conduit on top of the roof. Actually, so I use one of the pylons, which I showed in my 3rd ever video, so you can see that. There we go. Look at that. And it's really dug into the white boxes are really kind of sunk into the wall, and also because of the fact that they're already wired up, I don't need to worry about having the wall. I don't need to worry about having space for me to wire it up, basically. Because now if I tried to wire it up, it wouldn't work, because obviously the wall is covering up too much of the back end of the light boxes. But it looks pretty cool. I'm actually showing you 2 glitches, actually. I'm showing you how to do this, and also I'm going to show you how to do the door. The reason why I do the door like this is, one, because I just thought it would be the door downstairs. I thought it would be cool to have a different style of door, and also because I always get people smugly telling me, oh, you can do it like this, Davey. I'm like, I know you can do it like that, mate. But I explained it before, mate, that I like the thing. I like the wood. Also, you notice how I do it? A lot of people do it with, like, concrete, and then they use, like, freaking... Yeah. Basically, if you just use the junk fence door, it's much lower in the ground, and you can sink it. And then you can just take... Because that means, basically, I don't have to use concrete. I can literally just... The reason I use the ashtray is because I can... It doesn't... The rug was sinking. But voila. There we go. A lot of people use concrete, and it's all awkward. That took me 1 minute. Right, here's my little tour. What do you think? It looks cool. It's not very creative, I guess, but I really satisfied it. Again, it's that kind of realism. So I'm going to have basically 4 more videos for you guys, I think. 4. Yeah, 4 more videos. maybe one, at least one on the division, but maybe two, and then I'm going to try and get a settlement tour ready. You see next to the door? You see the door? The front door, that thing on the spike? Go in the tab, it looks cool. Right, yes. Hope you enjoyed that. Obviously, as always, leave comments in the description. Any questions? I'm off, not working tomorrow, so I can answer all questions and give you love and things. If you want to, obviously, any specific questions, you can obviously message me here, or you can follow me on Twitter, @norespawns. And yes, I will talk to you lovely and wonderful people soon. Take care. Bye.